Have you ever worked for a boss who makes unreasonable demands, expecting you to be available 24/7 or finish a slew of difficult projects yesterday? How do you handle the situation without jeopardizing your job? Joining us to discuss is WSJ Work Family columnist Sue Shellenbarger. Sue, great to see you. This can feel like a no-win dilemma if your boss is a severe taskmaster, right?
On the one hand, if you say no, you sound whiny, like you're not a team player. And if you say yes, you risk jeopardizing your peace of mind and your personal life.
So is it ever okay to push back?
Yes, it is. Many people do it in the wrong way. Maybe they turn a little passive aggressive and they say yes to a Monday deadline and turn it in Tuesday, or they start to evade the boss's emails and calls, and that only turns the boss more aggressive. It's important to be more upfront about it.
All right, you have some great tips on how to do this the right way. First, you say employees should mirror the boss's sense of urgency, correct?
Right. You have to show the boss that you heard what's said and that you understand that the boss sees this as urgent. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And come in ready to discuss all the projects you have going. Keep track of your work and knowing about how long it's going to take you to finish everything. So you're really ready for a sensible conversation about what your priorities should be.
So how can you negotiate boundaries, let's say with a boss who's emailing you at all hours, expecting you to work even when you're not at work? How do you negotiate those out-of-work boundaries?
It's really important to remember that if you share the boss's goals, there will be a much better opportunity for a little give on the other end. So say, in order to be more productive at work, I really have to take care of my personal responsibilities in my off hours. Or in order to show up with a clean slate ready to go, I really need time uninterrupted to do what I need to do at night. And perhaps negotiate just checking in once at 9 p.m. or something like that.
And be careful for the slippery slope, right? We should be on the lookout for the first few unreasonable demands. Why is that so important, Sue?
Well, I think in some cases, you may really believe that the demands are urgent. You can see that there is really pressing need for everybody to work hard. In that case, if you trust your boss to reward you in the future to help you advance, you may go along with it. But in many cases, if a boss is just looking for a doormat, and somebody always says yes, you may be the first person to whom he or she brings those unreasonable demands, and you want to avoid that.
And then you've set the precedent, right? So what if we've already set that precedent of replying to the email at 1 a.m.? Can we dial it back?
Absolutely. I think an ongoing conversation is the rule here. Keep track of what's actually getting accomplished in those flurry of emails at night, and then ask the boss for time to talk, show what's actually been accomplished, and come with a solution. Always come to the table with a solution. Say, I think we could accomplish just as much if I check in once at 7, and I'll be clear the next day when I show up and ready to work really hard.
Great advice, as always, Sue Shellenbarger. Thank you for that.
Thanks, Tanya.